We begin tonight here in the capital city as volunteers with Richland District 1 and the NAACP gave out resources and information to those facing housing needs. News 19's Nate Stanley was there. He's got the story.
A crowd lined up outside the doors of Columbia High School on Thursday. Inside, vendors focusing on housing insecurity and helping those in need. It's all part of a 4-event series hosted by Richland One and the Columbia chapter of the NAACP. Glynis Hagens is a fellow with the organization and created the event to address eviction mitigation techniques for residents.
South Carolina during the pandemic and before the pandemic has one of the highest eviction rates in the country. Columbia ranks within the top 10 of highest evictions.
Inside the high school library, vendors from legal services to the Watery Community Actions Organization spoke with parents about their concerns and pointed them to areas of information. Deborah Boone works in the McKinney-Vento office for the district, helping families who may be facing difficult housing and stability circumstances, a number she says is likely in the hundreds.
We have a lot of housing instability in our district, and so if families are able to have stable housing, their children, their students will succeed academically, attendance will be better, so it ends up being a win-win for all.
Parents were given a questionnaire prior to the event so organizers could send them to the appropriate vendors for their questions.
People are in need of utility assistance, and I know that utility assistance, rental assistance has been really hard to come by since the pandemic. Resources have dried up, and so trying to get people connected to those resources is important, and we want to make sure that people have access to those resources.
Throughout the night, parents like April Hernandez stopped by. She was seeking legal help for a lease question with her rental.
I was seeking housing, like as far as what happens if your name's not on a lease kind of thing. I thought it was very informative. I know how much time I have if I do need to leave and things like that.
The next housing clinic is scheduled for October 17th at the Burnside Elementary School. In Columbia, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.